occurred in the county caused by social clashes where more than 15 people lost their lives. The activists have pressured the Tana River County government to involve them in the county's and the nation's development plans in general. In addition, the gender-based violence officer in the county, Millicent Akinyi, has called on the county government to build a center to help those affected by gender-based violence.
Ambao wanaathirika zaidi kwa masuala kama haya. Kwa uajiri, ukipata kuajiri kwao ni shida. Malipo yao kufanya kazi wanapokuajiriwa ni shida. Wakishapata mafuriko, maana mafuriko yakishaingia, wakati wanatolewa mahali wanapelekwa ni shida.
Mtoto wa kike ana haki sawa na mtoto wa kiume, wasidhulumiwe kivyovyote vile, ikiwa ni upande wa kisiasa, kiuchumi.
Utekaji nyara wa vijana na wanaharakati umekithiri sana hapa nchini kwetu Kenya, kutoka siku ile ambayo Gen Z walijihusisha na mambo ya kukataa ile finance bill ya 2024. Mauaji ya wanawake hapa duniani, hapa Kenya na hapa katika eneo letu hili lote imekithiri sana. Wanawake na wasichana wanauawa katika gatuzi letu la Tana River. Kuna mambo ambayo hayaendi vizuri.
Residents of various villages in remote parts of Isiolo County that do not have mobile network connectivity will soon be able to make and receive calls as the government is in the process of installing new network masts following the enlisting of the respective areas as security installations. Speaking in Oldonyiro ward during a development tour of the ward where he assessed the progress of a number of projects being rolled out by the county government administration before presiding over a funds drive for the Oldonyiro University and College Students Association. Isiolo Governor Abdi Ibrahim Guyo announced that the development was made possible with the help of Deputy President Professor Kithure Kindiki while he was the Cabinet Secretary for Interior and National Security.
Sisi tulishikana tukatafuta waziri wa nini? Wa usalama wa ndani. Mheshimiwa ambaye sasa ni naibu wa nini? Wa rais. Tukamwambia tuko na sehemu zetu ndogo ndogo ndani ya Isiolo County ambayo haiwezi weko network kwa sababu ya uchache ya nini? Ya wananchi ambao wanaishi huko. Tunataka hizo sehemu zifanyiwe network on basis of security installation. Sasa hivi leo tunaongea Longobuito iko na nini? Network, si ndio? Hiyo ingine inaitwa hivi Dumate, Boji, Komu, sehemu kama 14 imefanya nini? Imefanya hiyo under security installation, na ningependa kuchukua hii fursa kushukuru naibu wetu wa rais Profesa Kithure Kindiki kwa kuhakikisha hiyo imefanyika. Tunaelewa jameni? Wale wakora ambao wanapenda kuongea uongo, mimi nawaomba biashara uongo watu wafanye nini? Wawache. Wewe kama ulikuwa kiongozi miaka 12, ukakuwa deputy majority leader, barua yako haikuwa inafanya kazi ukiwa deputy majority leader. Barua yako itaanza kufanya kazi ukiwa raia kawaida.
The region of Nyanza is ready and set for the takeoff of grade 9 education in January 2025. According to the Regional Director of Education for Nyanza, Lawrence Karuntimi, Phase 1 of the construction of grade 9 classrooms is complete across the region and Phase 2 is already at 88%. Speaking when visiting Bondo Township Primary School to commission the newly constructed grade 9 classrooms, the Regional Director added that they are only waiting for allocation of the money for the third phase to be able to complete the construction before the start of the year.
We are putting in place facilities in terms of classrooms for the grade 9 across the region. So we are doing it in phases. So we have phase 1 that is complete. Phase 2 today is at 88% complete, and we are waiting for the allocation of the last phase, that is phase 3, maybe within the week, so that we complete before the start of the year. We also have interventions that are being done through the national government CDF, And this is where the CDF has been given a conditional grant to match a sharing for a.
President William Ruto now says his actions to seek a pact with the former president were meant to unite Kenyans in the spirit of inclusivity. Retired President Kenyatta's allies claim that he has no plans to join the broad-based government and will not front anyone for any position within the Kenya Kwanza government. Martin Opio reports on the changing political landscape in Mount Kenya and the country at large.
As the country grapples with the latest handshake in the political scenes between two political enemies, President William Ruto and his predecessor, former President Uhuru Kenyatta, Ruto was in Wajir for the first time since his election. Ruto chose to defend his action of seeking a truce with Uhuru Kenyatta on grounds of inclusivity.
Forward, it is indeed our place as a country to work together, to find common ground on things that are of national interest to the Republic of Kenya. It is the reason why I am working with the former Prime Minister. It is the reason why I have reached out to the former President. It is the reason why I will reach out to all other leaders so that we can fashion a country that all of us believe in, a country that we can all have a stake in and participate in its full in realizing our full potential as a country.
Questions are emerging as to reasons that prompted the head of state to meet with Uhuru Kenyatta amidst the turbulence within the Ruto administration, who is facing rebellion from Kenyans over the state of economy and resistive Mount Kenya following the ouster of Rigathi Gachagua.
We must continuously build bridges instead of erecting barriers. We must always find it to create more synergy as we move forward.
Other than the only issues that we know that were discussed are the issues that are contained in the statement that was released by President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, former President of the Republic of Kenya, for the reason that this visit was made to his home. So it is only him who can release what was discussed within his compound. A stranger cannot claim anything outside what is contained in this document. That's very, very important, because that is also the way to maintain respect.
Analyst Moses Mwangi says that the decision of President Uhuru Kenyatta to agree to meet Ruto absolves him from any blame should the country go south. Jubilee Secretary General says that Ruto is seeking Uhuru to save him from the shame of a collapsing country.
A very good gesture. It's a climb down by Dr. Ruto to realize that he needs to talk to the former president, who may be in a better position to understand and to advise him on how he needs to steady the Kenyan boat. Because politically, things have not been well, and especially concerning the politics of Mount Kenya, which is the major voting bloc that put him in power.
Despite the blame games that Ruto and his former deputy president descended to the Jubilee administration, Ruto now turns to Uhuru Kenyatta to save himself.
Would try as much as they can to try and give a perception that President Uhuru was okaying or was receiving Ruto and embracing him politically, because that is in their best interest. But the truth of the matter is that what he did was to receive him in his house and then told him the issues that he has also gathered from Kenyans that are of concern, that he, as the head of government.
The restless Mount Kenya region is a focus of the conversation, but Uhuru allies are maintaining that the Rigathi Gachagua antics do not scare them, as he has no influence.
By the outcome of yesterday, if Gachagua will not even try to dare to go to look for Uhuru, for what? You have the people. What do you want to go from Uhuru? His money? No. Uhuru fought his battle. Fight your own battle. Yes. And it is not important to feel that a politician, you must seek the strength of the godfathers. You don't require to. Yes, just get connected to people. Yes, those are the bosses.
On the flip side, when the Gen Zs descended on Ruto's government, Raila Odinga came to the rescue, placing President Ruto at the mercy of Odinga and his ODM. Despite the entry of the 4 opposition politicians into government, ODM is said to be demanding more in the upcoming appointments. By bringing in Uhuru Kenyatta, President Ruto hopes to neutralize Odinga should the truce head the inclusive way.
Not any fear that Uhuru will not sit there to tell William how to win back the mountain. He will sit here to tell him the issues that the people in the mountain and everywhere.
Well, that's just about it for K24 News. Thank you for making time for the segment. I'm Alan Owino. Our sign language interpreter for this session was Wagaki Mudoni. Do have yourselves a lovely day.
Baada ya kutumia damu ya Yesu na mwili wa Yesu Kristo,